All right, since we're so close to the end, we're going to go ahead and just run it out. I mean, might as well go ahead and film. It might make us a little long for, end of series thoughts and things like that, but that'll be fine. I mean, come on, the exit's right here, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. Anyway, so we'll continue to push on. We'll go ahead and have Apone activate. We know what's going to happen. Apone's going to activate. Take some shots down here, see if we can take out this little alien. But I've got an idea for an extra little move so I can try to go ahead and hit the end in one go. So let's take... Actually, do I even really have to worry? I mean, I really don't even have to worry about shooting. Well, let me do my first activation thing where I draw a endurance card for him. And it is a shoulder lamp. Yeah, we'll throw it in this deck just in case. Want to recycle it later, but thinking about using his Commander Comlink and drawing a card at the end of his activation so he can give another Marine a chance to take a move action. And that would have been the perfect card to draw to do that. So I might not even waste the shot. I can just hope that there's another equipment card in there, because if there is, then I can give... dummy up here, blanking out on his damn name, Hudson, another move action. Well, he's going to move the APC, and then he's going to activate and move the APC again and again, and that's going to be the end of the round. So yeah, let's just do that. Let's not even worry about shooting, because these guys are just going to keep popping up anyway, and we're just burning through cards. And really, you're supposed to try to preserve as many of those as possible so you don't lose them in between your missions. So we're not going to have Apone shoot. Instead, we'll have him just draw another card and see what we do get. And we got ourselves a equipment card. Doesn't matter what it is, we just got an equipment card. This one is the Arc Welder. Discard this card to barricade a door within one space of your character. Okay, that's good stuff. And okay, it's just revealing a card, so that would actually go back underneath the deck to shuffle through. So by doing that, we basically passed on his actions. I could have done some rest stuff, but we'll do it here in a minute. We're going to choose another Marine to take an action. It's going to be Hudson. He's going to do his move action to move the APC, and I think that will guarantee me the win on this round. Let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I can fail 3 times with Hudson and still finish it out. But let's roll out, see if we needed it. Anyway, his first tech is a 10, is a fail. His second, so this is Hudson actually activating, is a 9, so that's a fail. So it's a good thing I did do that card, because otherwise I would not have succeeded in a 6. So I only passed 1. But the APC does get, let's see, it's 11 points of movement, 1, 5, and 2 3s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Boom. We've hit the exit. So this is the end of the 6th board, which is as far as you had to get when we first looked here at the APC chase. See, once you hit 6, you hit the exit. So really, it's just trying to survive with the APC. But the APC in this is just so, like, OP, man. All right, so while we got just a little bit, I want to touch on a couple things, because there are a couple things I didn't really get to show in this game. Since we did use the APC, we didn't get to see how the game would like normally progress. So let's see what's actually on the other side of some of these boards. What do I have here? Yeah, okay, this is... it's one of the bays. I forget which, but that looks like a loader or something like that. So generally, your Marines are going to be in places like this with the alien swarms coming at them. So just so you guys can see how it's going to work normally, because the APC was far different. I could repair that thing. I never had to worry about the aiming mechanics or anything like that. Where's Mr. Hicks? Yes, Hicks, my favorite. Love Hicks in a shotgun. So if an alien came up on you like this, on one of your actual characters, and was attacking, again, that's when these defensive numbers are going to come into it, right? But beforehand, you do get your defensive fire. Characters within 4 spaces do get to attempt to shoot at the alien as long as they have line of sight, obviously. So If Ripley's over here, she's not going to be able to do it because there's stuff blocking her line of sight of the alien. So first you would have any attacks, which again, you're going to discard cards just like normal, reduce your aim dial, all that good stuff, and then you would roll it. So for Hicks, we would roll his defense and add any modifiers like his hero abilities, the Ithaca shotgun that it enhances his defense, which is very nice. And as long as you equal whatever your modified number is or under, then the alien misses. And then if you are equal to or under your melee number, not only does the alien miss, they die. But if you fail those rolls, your character gets knocked down. And it's like I was saying at the very first video, this game is not one that you have health points or anything like that going on. Because, I mean, it's aliens. They tear you apart pretty damn quickly. So your characters can get drug away where they're being taken back to the nest to be impregnated. And stuff like that's going to happen. You know, like your characters can just get flat out killed in a bad roll. I forget exactly what the roll is, but like they can kill you pretty damn quick. And I think that's more thematic than having health points. You know, Hicks has 5 health points and Vasquez has 20 because she's badass. You know, whatever it is. Because that really wouldn't work. You know, they had stuff that was more thematic, like the fact that you could discard armor, you know, for a failed defense roll, because that's what happened in the movie, right? You know, Hicks took acid into his chest and he had to tear off his armor so he could keep going because it was burning him up. That really made a whole lot of sense. Now, another aspect that I thought just really made the APC so OP in this game is I could shoot indiscriminately with it and not have to worry about the aim dial, because the aim dial was really, or is really the key aspect to this game that can change things up. You see it goes all the way up to 10. And this is the number you need. And I love the look of these things too, because they look like, you know, the Aliens movie, that old school digital alarm clock look, you know, that they had back in the 80s. But yeah, your aim number reduced with APC if you were damaged. But you saw I didn't get damaged a whole bunch, and the few times I did, I was able to repair it rather quickly because I was dedicating so many people to it. And again, this is a one-off mission. I don't want you to think the whole game's like that, because it's really not. So normally what would happen is if Hicks were to take a shot, right, with either of his weapons, you know, shotgun or his pulse rifle, he would have his aim number, so aim 7. So that's what he's going to look to roll equal to or under. But no matter what happens after he shoots, that aim number goes down. Now, weapons that have full auto, if you succeed in your attack, you can keep shooting, but that aim number keeps scrolling down as you go through the match, the round, and it makes it to where it's much, much less likely for you to take and, you know, keep, you know, lucking out and killing all the aliens. That APC just did not have to worry about that. Unless I missed something, but I read that section of the rules. There's only like a blurb page long concerning the APC, really not that much. But I read it a few different times just to make sure I wasn't missing anything. And that just, no aim dial associated with it. And it blew away these damn aliens. I also wanted to show you guys this little tidbit. Don't remember if I showed you this or not, but these go with the sentry turrets. Looks so damn cool because it looks just like the damn movie. I mean, tell me that it doesn't look awesome. The only thing I don't like is it doesn't go up to 500 rounds, which is where they started in the movie. It looks like 450 is the max, and I think that's just how many numbers they could fit on the little dials here. But it scrolls down as the thing's firing. But you can put them into choke points in certain missions to use them to hold back the swarms of aliens that are going to come through. But it looks so cool on the board, right? Especially when you've got the little 3D minis. These are cardboard tokens in the base game if you didn't get the little expansion pack. Honestly, I think people already know whether or not this is going to be a game for them. This game it's not like a great game, but it's not a bad game either. It's a fun aliens-themed dungeon crawl type game. With an interesting mechanic. I like the aim dials. That's new. I like the endurance deck. It, again, is trying something different to kind of make you manage your resources. Sometimes, you know, some of the missions you don't have to worry about it as much, but other missions where you don't have the ability to just take rest action after rest action, it is going to matter. You want to try to hold on to those cards for as long as you can. Don't lose them in between the rounds, because the ones that are in your discard, you're not necessarily getting back into the endurance deck. So your endurance deck is going to shrink as your campaign game goes on. So yeah, for me, this game is one that I would want to play if I'm in my Aliens mood. And I think a lot of you will get what I'm talking about, because I think everybody goes through that little, you know, phases where they're into Terminator, or they're into Aliens, or they're into Predator, you know, whatever. Like, you're in the mood, and then you sit down and you watch all the movies. Like, you get into Star Wars mode, and then you want to play a Star Wars video game, or read a Star Wars book, or play a Star Wars board game. Aliens, the same type thing. Now you've got a, you know, decent, good board game that you can play if you get into an Aliens mood. You want to sit down and watch Aliens 1 and Aliens 2, and then probably stop there, maybe, because the rest of them are a little hit or miss. Now, I thought Aliens 3 kind of sucked, because Hicks was such a good character, and I'm sure they didn't bring him back because he probably didn't, he wasn't available for the role, or for whatever reason. But I think Hicks and Ripley's characters worked so well together. I would have liked to have seen them both back into Aliens 3, rather than just Ripley running around trying not to get raped at some holier than thou prison church camp thing, which they went with, which made no sense. I think the comic books did a much better example. There's actually a YouTube series that talks about the novelization of the story after the Sulaco, and then they ended up retconning some of it because Aliens 3 came out, and they were going back trying to say that Ripley in the comics was like a synth or something like that. They went off the rails with it. It was a much better storyline along those lines, because I think the aliens got to Earth and turned into a whole big deal, and Hicks was still fighting them. But yeah, real good stuff. So all my rambling here has to do with the fact that I think you know whether or not this is for you. And if it is for you, don't get the base game alone. Get the whole damn kit and caboodle, because you're not going to have fun with just the base game. You're going to want all of it. And truth be told, it's really not all that expensive. I think it comes out to about $100 to $120, maybe, depending on where you get it. You might be able to get it on sale, and I'm talking all 3 expansion packs, and possibly, I am not sure, maybe the freebie expansion pack of the miniatures for the 3D tokens, like the eggs, the little computers, the crates, sentry turrets, all that good stuff. That just makes the board look so much better. So yeah, if you're a big Aliens fan, then absolutely, this game is 100% for you. If you don't like Aliens, then this game is 100% pass. And that's the only reason you should probably get this game, is if you're an Aliens fan. Like, you're a hardcore Aliens fan, you really love the movie, you're like me, you know all the characters, all that good stuff, and you're into board games, then yeah, this is absolutely must buy. You'll love it, you'll have fun with it, it's good stuff. It's a good beer and pretzels. Let's get the buddies together and roll some dice and chuck some, kill some aliens and pick what characters we like best, all that good stuff. You know, real fun. But if Aliens is just like, yeah, passing, you could take it or leave it, then there's other board games you could get that you might probably enjoy a little more than this one. Because this one, yeah, it's all the nostalgia factor. Yeah, that's really what comes down to it. It's all the nostalgia factor. Now, it would be cool, would be really cool if they looked into doing maybe a sequel where it was Aliens versus Predator, and, you know, done well. Maybe one Predator against swarms of aliens, or that one could even be a tactical skirmish where one player's controlling a Predator or two, and the other's controlling swarms of aliens, including queens and maybe pred aliens, or, you know, stuff like that. That would be really awesome. I think that could be done well. Maybe someone wants to look into picking that up. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Any publishers out there? Oh, and before I forget to mention it, just in case I didn't mention it earlier, one of my cons, one of the things I didn't like about it, was all the table space needed for the game because you really couldn't play it fairly compact. You need all this space to lay out your characters, and then depending on the board size, this was small. This was part of the reason I chose this mission, was because I only needed to have 2 boards out and then just switch them back and forth versus having 4 or 5 on the board. It made it a little bit easier to film since I could focus in one area. So yeah, the game does take up a fair amount of table space, but with a dungeon crawler, it's to be expected. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and cut it here. I do hope you guys enjoyed the series. I did enjoy playing it, even though I kind of felt like I was picking on the strange kid in the playground because the APC just made this mission a cakewalk. Maybe I should have picked a different one to run. I love the APC scene in the movie so much where they're blasting through there, telling her, like, you're back, you blew the transaxle, just dumb 80s action movie good stuff that they just don't make anymore because Hollywood's lost its damn mind. Ugh. All right, but you guys make sure you check out Mo, by the way, because he is taking the time to paint these miniatures, so you will see them on his channel soon, Mo's Gaming Table. And I would, like I said, have painted them myself, but as a hint of what's coming, you see some ships over there that are currently being painted. I'm not going to show much more than that, but that is coming to the table soon. So if you're into the Age of Sail, stay tuned to the channel. I will have something coming up that you will enjoy. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the series. Y'all take care. I will catch you in the next one.